Okay, so I am extremely happy to welcome to this sessions. So this session is Meet Japanese Young Entrepreneurs, Pitch and Networking. So my name is Shunichi Omori, and I am an associate professor at the Faculty of Science Engineering at Waseda University. So here is the outline of these sessions. So first, we're going to give you the opening remarks from Professor Mikiko Shimaoka. And then I will explain a little bit about the entrepreneurship education at Waseda University. Then we will give you some pitches from young entrepreneurs who are supported by Waseda University and GTIE. And after that, we will move on to the network session with speakers. So we have 10 pitches today. So we have 7 pitches from the undergraduate students and the graduate students. And also we have 3 pitches from high school students. So that's the outline for today. So let's begin. And Professor Mikiko Shimaoka, may I ask you for opening remarks?
Thank you very much, Professor Omori. So hello, everyone. I'm Mikiko Shimaoka. Welcome to Meet Japanese Young Entrepreneurs, Pitch and Networking. I'm a professor at Waseda University in Tokyo, Japan, and the Associate Director at the Center for Entrepreneurship at Waseda University also. And I'm a core member of GTIE, Greater Tokyo Innovation Ecosystem. Waseda University and GTIE run a highly effective entrepreneurship education program. Our alumni have won global business model competitions and have succeeded in fundraising over millions of dollars. And today, we would like you to meet the next candidates expected to be global entrepreneurs and unicorn companies of tomorrow. Get to know the overview of GTIE and watch pitches from young entrepreneurs supported by our previous programs. And please enjoy networking with the speakers after their presentation. So thank you very much for your participation, and we hope you enjoy the program. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Shimaoka. Okay, so next, I will give you a little bit of an overview of the entrepreneurship education at Waseda Universities. So Waseda University is abbreviated as the SODAI, is a Japanese private research university in Shinjuku, Tokyo, founded in 1882. So we have about 5,500 faculty members in 10 faculties, and we have 13 undergraduate schools and 20 graduate schools. And in addition, we have affiliated high schools, and some of the members who will make a presentation today is from these one of the affiliated high schools. So the vision of the WASEDA-EDGE program is entrepreneurship education program at the Waseda University started in 2014. And our vision is to develop global entrepreneurs who are capable of not only cutting-edge research and thought leadership individually, but also of creating business with a global perspective and the ability to contribute to the betterment of the people around the world. And what is the EDGE global talent? They are entrepreneurial individuals with exceptional professional capabilities who have the passion and skills to build a global business through their keen insight and the sound business practice. So this is the overview of our program. So our program is mainly divided by the discovery stage and the development stage. So in the discovery phase, we mainly provide programs for creating an entrepreneurial mindset. And in the development stage, we offer business model hypothesis testing programs. So we also have an internal program for the business creation course. And this is open to all the Waseda students. And in this BCC course, students get credit as well. So this is the development of the entrepreneurship educations at the Waseda Universities. So since 2014, we have been expanding our programs with a lot of collaboration partners. So we are in the now third phase right now, and the previous two phases, we are evaluated as the best entrepreneurship education program. So we are ranked as S. So here is the overview of the domestic and international collaborations partners. So we have a collaboration partner with the Yamagata University, Shiga University of Medical Science, and Waseda-EDGE campus. And we also have a lot of many other domestic universities. And also we have international collaborations. So for example, like in the North America, we have a collaboration like a Babson College, MIT, UC San Diego, University of Maryland, and Ottawa universities. And also for Europe, we have collaborated with Chalmers University of Technology and the Lund University. And also in Asia, we have some other many other collaborative universities. So one of the consortium we have is the called the Skyward Edge Consortium. So the main institution is our Waseda University, and the partner institutions are the Shiga University of Medical Science and Tokyo University of Science, Yamagata University, and some other universities. So this is the consortium structures. And in this consortium program, we exchange our education programs between the different institutions. So the students from different background and the teachers from different background can work together to learn from each other. So we also had the SD program, FD program as the faculty development program, which is called the T-Unite. So this is the program to develop monitoring and supporting personnel to run the entrepreneurship development programs. So I am actually one of the alumni of this program. So this started from in 2021. So before that, I didn't know much about the entrepreneurship educations, but I was trained in this program, and now that I can be involved in the educational program. So currently, we are expanding much more, and our consortium is called the GTIE, which stands for the Greater Tokyo Innovation Ecosystem Platform. So it is designed to nurture university startups that can change the world. And this is hosted by the University of Tokyo, the Tokyo Institute of Technology, and our Waseda University, and other 85 organizations. And GTIE supports the approaches made by the Startup Ecosystem Tokyo Consortium established in January 2020. So in this program, this picture shows the area of the comprehensive support. And on the left is the menu of the support in the early stages of the business where research results and ideas are being generated. The lower part of the page describes the support for starting a business. At this stage, we determine the remarkability of the business ideas based on the research results and the approximate of the business model. On the right, the Waseda incubation centers, lawyers, and business consultants also provide the ongoing support for the project from the pre-startup stage. So this slide is an overview of the fund for the demonstration of the entrepreneurship on the previous slide. So this is the grant program for the fund that started in 2020 when we began receiving the public grants. So there are 3 grants levels with the different amounts and the durations. The researchers and students with the Waseda University can apply for the grants, and the grants are decided after rigorous evaluation within the university. So projects selected for this program have a high rate of success in becoming startups. To support the pre-stage of the starting up, establishing and running up a business, we have been partnering with the venture capital firm since around the 2080s. So each venture capital firm is also a supporter of the folk fund I just described. and will be quick to support Waseda University research seeds and provide a variety of support to get the business off the ground from the startup. And Waseda University Ventures, established in April of 2022, is a venture capital firm that is separate from the university, but has a name of Waseda University included in the company name. That company focuses on the commercialization of the deep tech and provide the investment and the business support to startup company originating from the Waseda University. And here is the last slide. So this is the high-profile university startup company that was recently launched with the support of the incubation center and the venture capital. There are opportunities for companies in various fields such as biotechnology, quantum computing, AI, and robotics, and we hope to continue our support at the university. Okay, so here is the overview of the entrepreneurship education program supported by Waseda University. And after that, we would like to move on to the presentations from our students. So these students are supported from the education program that I described before, and we are really proud of their efforts. So they made a lot of efforts until today to make this happen. So let's start the presentations. Okay, so the first presenter is the Akira Hatakeyama. So please.
Okay, I'll share the screen. Hello, everyone. My name is Akira Hatakeyama. I am a CEO of WASEDA Inc. and I am a graduate student at Waseda University. We, WASEDA Inc., help video creators to save time and make more engaging video using a product called Ready. First, I'll tell you about my own story. About 5 years ago, I was in a dark place because I studied hard for entering this university. But I was helped by video or audio program, and I found the great value of those creative products. And when I entered the university, I decided to make my own audio program because I wanted everyone to know the great goodness of this creative product. But I encountered the problem. I just created 30 minutes product, 30 minutes program, but it took 3 years. This is because there are a lot of unnecessary tasks for creators. Then I thought, are there any technology or product that solve this problem? There are some, but they are not enough. So we started this WASEDA Inc. product. And this is our product. We offer plugin software for video editors, which means you can use our product in your video editing software, and we use artificial intelligence to automate your process. And this is a competitive advantage. We are offering the really easiest user interface and also highest accuracy in this plugin software market. And we first go into B2B market and then turn into the B2C market in the future. And we offer this program project as subscription. And first we go into niche market. It is a little bit small, but this is a good strategy to join this market. And we already have 2 pilots, which are really famous in Japanese market. And this is the status and timeline. We will sell our product from next month, and we already developed our product. And we will expand the functionality like subtitle generator, content summarizer, or some other functionality. And this is the team. We are really good mix of researchers, engineers, and creators, including former Google engineer or creators from Tokyo University of Arts. WASEDA Inc. will make the world creative using our plugin software with artificial intelligence, now is the time to join. Please contact us. Thank you so much.
Right. Thank you very much for the great presentations. Okay, so let's move on to the second pitch, which is from Aoki Shiho. So please.
Hi, my name is Shiho Aoki, and I am CTO of SID2023 Co. Limited, and I am a first-year student of Waseda University. And our product is Poipo, and we help busy people live better life using hacking artificial pets hacked by health data. Artificial life is our keyword, and this word is famous in my research field. And artificial pet is part of this. First, I think about aircrew in Japan. Many of them cannot have side jobs, and it is difficult for them to own some pets. And they work very hard, use their power, and work longer. So we came up with the idea of creating a special environment. The more physically active and healthier they are, the more points they earn. You can also get more original creatures that can grow in your smartphone, mirroring your condition. Also, we will analyze the health data in the application, so we will creating a recommendation system. As a first step, we will soon be releasing an application called Poipo. User will receive incentive for having their very own digital pet, and this is like Poikatsu, which means point gain activity application, but also there is healthcare application, connected healthcare kit, and trace your activity, then suggest about your healthier life. This is our customer business model for Poipo, and we are trying to capture revenue from pure advertising. At the same time, we will be able to monetize it as a character business. And this is our corporate business model. We are thinking of offering the ability of Poipo to connect data from consumers to corporations as well. Our competitors are, I think, some kind of healthcare application or Poikatsu application. But Poikatsu application is only focused on Poikatsu system, and healthcare application connected healthcare system, but not motivate you to exercise. And some kind of tracing your exercise application are not focused on total healthcare or Poikatsu. On this slide, we show our core team member, and he is CEO Koga, focusing on planning and marketing, and I am on the technology side and product creation. Thank you for your attention, and here is our contact information. We are always looking for engineers or someone who share and join our business. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It was quite interesting presentations. Okay, so let's go to Mr. Tanaka Hiroki. Are you?
Okay, can you show my slide? Okay, hi, I'm Hiroki. I am co-founder of Earth Incubation. We bring architecture for the metaverse to help companies expand their brands. I was moved by how architects can make a difference in people's lives and living it. And I was surprised at how limited the field in which architect can work is. So I founded this company, and our company believes that if we can make areas where architecture can work larger, and if many people can have ideal space, we diversify space and a better society will be created. Now we found the space in metaverse and create value with architects. This is our market. Market of Metaverse is growing fast, and we found a way to make monetize in Metaverse. Now we got first customer in last year. Our revenue is now $100. We are main player in our SOM, and we are getting the SAM market too. Online information transmission is not just about gathering information, but also about fun and person-to-person conversation. Company want to customize their metaverse now. And we work together with architects to make metaverse. This system make our metaverse more customizable. This is our users, and in the market, the use of metaverse as a tool to attract customers has already started in 2020. Mary is Cluster and Hiki. We are developing our metaverse service as a marketing tool to foster customers. This is our members. I was responsible for R&D and management, and I specialize in architecture. And Nishioka and Ueno is co-founders. They are very good person, and Ueno has a very good skill of IT technology, and Nishita and Ichikawa has a very good experience for business. And this is our revenue, and now we are looking for a partner who want to enjoy our challenges with us. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. That looks very cool. Okay, so let's go to fourth presenter, which is Nakatsuji Arata, please.
Okay. Hi, so we are building a social media for Gen Zs to help them express themselves better through things they love. So hi, I am Arata. I have a music background, became a world champ in choir music, and I have a very strong passion in helping artists and creators all around the world. And this is one of the reasons why I've been hosting socializing events, music events for a lot of my generations. And one interesting I found out was that people, especially for our generation, are hating on rankings and trends, and how they currently find new things like music or movies are all from friends. And hence I found out that there's a very strong need for personal connections through our interests. And this shift in value has been proved by a fascinating trend in Japan called Henai Map. So Henai Map, you write down things you love from many different genres on a piece of paper, and this piece of paper will help you visualize your uniqueness and aesthetics. And although it takes a few hours to create it, it's going viral within Japanese Gen Zs, and I thought it would be a great way to bring this to the digital world, to make it more easier, faster, and more engageable for my generation. So this is what Artix is. So in Artix, you could add your favorite songs, movies, novels, artworks, comics, and books to create a very fancy personal board that expresses your uniqueness. Using this board, if you add your friends, you get to find what kind of things your friends like and what are your common passions are. And let's say you watched Top Gun tonight, you add it on Artix, and your friends who also like Top Gun will receive a notification. And this will be the best way to share your impression right away. And we will also recommend you users who have similar passions. So you could find something from someone who are very similar to you instead of rankings and trends and AI recommendations. And also if you go to an event and shake your phone together with someone next to you, your mutual favorites will pop up. So it will be the best way to get close and get friends with someone. So we have the beta version up right now. We've sent it to 250 unknown students on Twitter, got a very high conversion rate of 55%. And we are currently dealing with feedbacks from 250 users and fans of our concept.
And we are one of the only startups that's been student-led startup that's been selected by the government official supporting startup. And we are also in the Techstars, which is one of the best accelerators in the world, where startups like Uber are from. And yeah, why our users are loving our product is because this is the best way for them to truly express themselves instead of trying to show them or show a fake side of them in other social media. And yeah, for the business model, we're using the affiliate links, and we are currently running this in global apps, and we will release the app in US in May and in Japan in August, collaborating with event called IVS, one of the biggest startup conference in Asia. And we'll be collaborating with top talent agencies to expand this to globally. And yeah, we are looking for investors and mentors who could help us expand our product globally. And please contact us if you are interested. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. That was a great presentation, and I like your idea very much. Okay, so let's go to the next presenter, is the Nita Lia.
Yes. See?
Yeah,
Okay.
no problem.
Okay, I'll start. So today I'd like to introduce our new business plan about working life cycle management with me. So I'm a dietitian and studying chrononutrition in college. So actually, I once experienced sick-related disturbance body clock. I want to reduce the number of sick people through diet and sleep. And sleep disturbance brings us poor physical and mental condition and increases the risks of disease. So nothing good comes from sleep disorders, I think. There is social issues. About 50% of population are night shift workers in developed countries, and they sometimes become metabolic syndrome and depression and leave company, unfortunately. And to manage body clocks, personalization is necessary. However, managing the personalized schedules for all workers is very, very difficult for companies. And here is a challenge. We'd like to make sleep-wake cycle more suitable and easier. And we are making sleeping navigation app with me. It can automatically capture our vital data, and workers can answer 10 questions. AI calculate it and suggest personalized routine for workers, and it can set new working shifts for companies. Our target is a large company with night shift workers as like medical industry or logistics. Here is a business model. First, initial costs are used to evaluate the overall health and working hours of the company. The subscription plan supports daily work management and provides regular feedback. There are major competitors. They can record sleep and exercise, but do not consider eating habits or working hours. And it's difficult for workers to change their working hours, but we can propose healthy working hours for the company. Here is a market and schedule. We'll launch prototype in next summer, and we'd like to get 5% of market share of time management of business market. There are our members. We have a system engineer and accountants and experts. Thank you for listening. If you have interest in collaborating with us, please contact me.
All right, thank you very much for the great presentations. Okay, so let's go to the next presenter, Katayama Sho, please.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sho Katayama, and now I'm going to outline my idea. This is a location sharing service, and our story is like that. We acquired 2.7 million users in Asia by creating the location sharing service, but Sabacos was too expensive and difficult to monetize because of the privacy law and the user hating on us. So realized that the only way to cover Sabacos is to monetize by secure configuration. And this is our problem, our users' problems. Gen Zs, our users Gen Zs in Japan suffer from loneliness, and they need to be connected with their friends better and want to know where their friends are at and want their friends to know where they are at. And finally, meet up with their friends. This is our product. User can see where your friends are, and user can see the footprint, their footprint, and user can use the navigation. This is our business model. Users use this application by serving the data, and we provide the service, and we sell the secure big data to enterprise, and selling it $110,000 per year. This is our target market, Japanese university students, and who have a lot of time, who have a high need for approval. This is our market side. We are aiming to the Tokyo at first, and after that, other cities in Japan, and finally, other Asia countries like Philippines, Korea, Taiwan. And this is our competitor. This is the image of using the big data, and this is our merits. People can use, customers can see the mass measure by measure data, and customers can see the place and how long they're staying there, and how they can get there. And this is our team. We have the data professional and the doctoral student of integrated mechanical engineering. This is our future, and this is our vision. We are aiming to for a world where turning on location information is the norm. When the biggest earthquake happened in Japan, many people went missing. It is precisely because we are born in Japan. We want to popularize this application all over the world, and we are looking for members. So if you are interested in this application, please join us. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. It was quite interesting. And let's go to the second presenter, who is CEO Kyung-kyo. So please.
Okay. Right. My name is Hyung-kyo, and I'll introduce my project named Konkon. This is a project to make a platform service for Japanese construction industry. And we all know that keeping environment green is really important, but it takes so many efforts of us. So we set this mission statement to keep environment green without taking care of it by making carbon negative ecosystem in construction industry. And still in Japan, there is no environmental regulation for construction industry, and it makes especially middle and small size construction companies don't feel necessity to prepare the regulations. And also they don't have any IT skills to make the system by themselves. So we found the chance to get in that market and get some users for the environmental regulations. And we still need to make a small service as a first step in. We interviewed about 15 of significant middle and small size construction companies, and we found a problem. The problem is the inefficient way of working. Still, construction companies are using email and phone call when they order the materials, and they know this is inefficient, but they cannot change it because of their conservative way of thinking. So our service will make them really easily manage the materials in real time, but all they need to do is just drop their Excel file into our platform, and they can just communicate with the traders with email and phone call with Excel. So that is our service can do. So Concon is a platform service for manage construction materials for middle and small size construction companies. And as I said, our service will make simple to manage the materials at first, and we will extend the functions. So in future, we will add the ordering functions, and finally, we will make the calculating system for the carbon dioxide emissions. So this is how our service is going to work. If the user dropped the file out there, they can easily check the status.
I didn't know that before.
And in the future, we will make our platform like e-commerce platform. And then finally, we will add the calculating system so they can easily check the carbon dioxide emissions when they design the constructions. We have two users. One is the sellers and one other side is the buyers, so we can get revenue in both sides. And we define our entry market as the construction materials trading market. So, and every year, 20% of trades are conducted by middle and small size construction companies. And we're planning to get about 20% of market share in 7 years. And if that, we will make about 14,000 million yen as a sales. And this is our team. Our team is really newborn. It's established in October 2022. And I'm supporting my CEO who has a background in architecture. Thank you for listening. We are still looking for the members to work with us and also some advisors to give us any good feedbacks or informations. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was clear and nice presentations. All right. So these are the 7 presentations from the undergraduate students and the graduate students. And now we would like to move on to the high school students' presentations. And the first presenter is Kono Ayaka. So please.
All right. So, hello everyone. My name is Ayaka Kono. I was born and raised in Japan, and I'm 18 years old right now. I just graduated high school on March 1st, and I will be a college student in April. So before graduate high school, I started my own company on February, so on Valentine's Day this year. And yeah, that's for my self-introduction. And so it's kind of silly, but do you often go shopping? So when you go shopping and buy things, have you ever thought, I wish I had such a product? Wouldn't it be nice if there was a system to deliver those sold to the companies? Don't you think that better service and product would be born if companies and the users were more closer? So the role of my company is to create this mechanism. This mechanism is called like service design. Service design is like more deep things, but quick explanation. We call it service design. In service design, based on design thinking, which is a very effective way to think about problem solving, and it helps create a better system for society. In service design consists of 4 major pulses. I'll learn. Yeah, 4 major pulses. and for major process. And these 4 processes are repeated over and over again to develop better service and product. So I put some pictures that I had before, like to make a better service and product through the workshop. And then in particular, my company's strength are the young generation and diversity. I am the most youngest person in Japan who doing service design. So like who is 18. And I think it's, so I can, I am the most closest person to young generation. So I can get more like real opinions from young age groups. And I think so we will respond to your request to hear a wide range of opinions from diversity in the younger generation. So it will be a bridge between companies and users. The power of service design is unlimited. I will make connections with various people and connect their dots. Thanks for listening. I forget to put my company's information, but I put my email. So yeah, contact me if you're interested in. That's it. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. That was a great application of the design thinking, and I like the team and your message. So that was very nice. Okay, so let's go to Akiyama Tomoka.
So, ordinary children values. So today, I'd like to introduce educational facility, which is full of love and creativity. My name is Tomoka Akiyama. I'm interested in tradition, and I'm learning the skill of Isesaki Kasuri, a Japanese traditional craft. While researching various things about tradition, I noticed how perceiving the true value of your 5 senses since children is important, because children are more creative than adults. So let's start by assignment. First, young people are living traditional culture. Second, there are waste materials from various fields of art production. Third, cutting edge and advanced education can take place in urban areas. Finally, in Japan, it is difficult to fully adapt to education, which brings out the originality, just like the leisure media approach, and there is little recognition on this. So, what is leisure media approach? It was born in Italy, based on the philosophy that 100 children have 100 personalities. It's an educational approach that emphasizes the perspective of art and fosters children's individuality and sensibilities towards various programs. For this, I'd like to suggest an idea. It is to offer a wide variety of programs as a curriculum for educational facilities. This program is based on leisure media approach, and it is a community-based program. The target is from 3 to 6 years old. As teacher, the target is local revitalization, cooperator, and craftsmen. Next is about earning next. For this, I think the main way is from the program's fees from educational facilities. Next theme. Education is overflowing with creativity and love. The final goal of this program is to know good points of nature, own community, and creation. Also, it is to grow into an active person. As a scale of growth, I think it is a good idea that children decide a theme, create movies, photo albums, or crafts by their own selves. The model of this idea is Machi no Hoikuen Yochien. The difference, which I think has two. First, because the instructor is a craftsman and local but active people, not an atelier. So we can approach it from various perspectives and demonstrate the uniqueness of the region. Second, because it is not individually done by an educational institution. So it can provide opportunities to many people. Finally, as a measure of the facility, in rural areas, the space which hold programs can appear on empty houses or vacant as markets. On the other hand, in urban areas, it can set up facilities in a place with good access. Today, what I introduced to everyone was educational facility, which is full of creativeness and love. Thank you for listening and have a great day ahead.
All right, thank you very much. I really love your passion about children and educations. That was very wonderful.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's move on to the last pitch, which from a group of 3 people. So I introduced 3 of you before, so can you just start your presentations?
Okay, invitation letter to Japan. My team, Little Ambassadors. Before starting the presentation, let us introduce ourselves. Our team, Little Ambassadors, was formed for another business contest by students from different grades in Waseda University Honjo Senior High. Today, the idea is even more powerful than at that time. This team has 3 unique members. First, I'm Kaho Kumegawa, a second-year student. I am passionate about badminton. Also, as a member of student staff, I support the Children's Conference of the Future in support of the United Nations, a project for peace communication. I am grateful for the opportunity to be here today. Thank you. Next is Momoka.
Hello, I'm Momoka Ogishima. I'm a first-year student at Waseda University Honjo Senior High School. Also, I belong to the brass band club. My English is not very good, but I'll do my best. Thank you. Next is Ayane.
Hello, I'm Ayane Mukogawa. I'm a student at the same school as Kaho and Momoka, and I'm a first-year high school student. Our school is closed for spring breaks now, so I'm practicing hard to play tennis as a club activities. Today's event is one of the most precious moments in my spring vacation, so I'll do my best. Thank you.
Okay, this is an agenda of our presentation. First, it is a social issue that our idea will be a part of solution. Then we are going to introduce specific contents, service, target customer, monetize, and possibilities. From now, let us start the presentation. First of all, as a social issue to be solved, we set the damage to the tourism industry due to COVID-19. Almost 3 years ago, daily life was suddenly taken away by the pandemic. Students in Japan couldn't attend school as usual. At the same time, Japan's tourism industry suffered a serious damage. What is this number? There are 47 prefectures in Japan. However, not so many Japanese know the attractions of all these prefectures. A person from another country probably knows even less.
So this time, we propose to open a hotel with the theme of 47 prefectures. As for the specific contents, We are considering the installation of amenities using specialty products and the provision of local cuisine. Also, I would like to be particular about guest rooms and hot springs. And the biggest attraction of this business is the distribution of accommodation vouchers and coupons that can be used in Japan, titled Invitation Letter to Japan. I expect overseas people to come to Japan because of this.
Our target customers are foreigners who are interested in Japan and Japanese living abroad. We want to make them excited and entertained with simulated experience of Japan. Monetization will be the accommodation fee and referral fee from the Japan company. Next, one of the biggest concerns about the feasibility of our business plan is that it takes 47 times more effort and money. But don't worry, this can be solved by working with local governments. If we refer to shops which sell local products in various regions, we can see that there are cases where they have expanded overseas by cooperating with local governments. In conclusion, we propose to develop hotels overseas where you can enjoy experiences the culture of each prefectures of Japan. Let's liven up sightseeing in Japan. Thank you for listening.
Right, thank you very much. That was a great speech, and also that was a very timely proposal as the sightseeing is getting back now. Okay, so thank you very much for all of the presenters. So all of these presentations were very great, and I am very proud of you all. Okay, so let's move on to the networking sessions. So in the live chat, there is a Zoom link so that you can join. And in this Zoom link, you can communicate with the presenters in these sessions. So please join and give any feedback to the young entrepreneurs.